Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're exploring a truly fascinating cultural resurgence. Honestly, if you've walked past a dance studio lately, you might have actually felt a shift in the air, Maybe heard a little more rhythm than usual pouring out the doors. We're looking at a phenomenon we're calling the Chicago Ballroom Comeback. It's this incredible story about community, resilience, and really just finding our rhythm again. I am so excited to guide you through the insights we've put together based on some really interesting recent local reports. Chicago's ballroom scene is waltzing right back to life. Literally. We are seeing downtown studios throwing your doors wide open, neighborhood clubs turning the lights back on, and social dance events completely packing the city's calendar. And what makes this so compelling is the sheer momentum of the whole thing. Instructors are reporting massive spikes in enrollments across the board. And the best part? It's not just seasoned competitors dusting off their dancing shoes. It's this vibrant, buzzing mix of long-time dedicated fans sharing the floor with absolute first-time beginners who have literally never danced a step in their lives. So where exactly is all this magic happening? Well, the revival is really anchored in a few key spots. Studios in River North and Lincoln Park are absolutely leading the charge here, completely overhauling and refreshing their schedules to meet this crazy new demand. But actually, scratch that, it's not just the high-end studios. Local neighborhood community centers and downtown venues are jumping in too. Instructors across all these specific neighborhoods are launching these brilliant strategies: beginner-friendly classes, focused partner work, and super fun themed dance nights. The ultimate goal: to offer highly accessible fun paired directly with the technical fundamentals for folks who genuinely want to improve their craft. Which, of course, brings us to the big question, right? Why the comeback right now? Why, in this specific moment, is ballroom dancing seeing such an incredible, out-of-nowhere spike in Chicago? Well, to really understand this trend, we have to look at the driving factors behind it. Let's just take a breath and look at what the data tells us. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how industry organizers point to a perfect storm of three core drivers. First up, immense pent-up demand. After years of digital and physical isolation, people are just craving real, tangible connection. Second, improved vaccination rates have finally given dancers the confidence to safely return to close-contact indoor social activities. And third, well, studios got smart. They introduced highly approachable, targeted programming. They didn't just unlock their doors and hope for the best, they actively evolved, making ballroom far more accessible to the everyday person than it honestly ever was in the past. And who exactly is showing up for this? It is an incredibly diverse crowd. Look at how these community centers are successfully drawing in a robust group of seniors, a rapidly growing segment of whole families, and this huge, unexpected wave of young professionals. These centers in particular are doing an amazing job at creating welcoming spaces for this diverse mix of demographics to connect through dance. Just think about that for a second. It's incredibly rare to find any activity today that naturally brings these three completely distinct demographic groups together in one single room, moving to the exact same beat. And this brilliantly illustrates how local clubs are actually capturing all these different groups. Basically, they're lowering the traditional barriers to entry. They're dropping the old rigidity and introducing highly flexible formats. We're talking weekly social dances that feel way more like a fun night out than some strict, formal class. They're offering these awesome lesson and dance packages where you get the instruction up front and then immediately practice it at the party. And crucially, they've added very affordable drop-in options. You don't have to commit to an expensive 6-month package on day one. It's a real game changer aimed at rebuilding a scene that's truly sustainable. At its absolute core, this sustainable revival is built on three crucial pillars: artistry, fitness, and social interaction. Think about your own current gym routine or your hobbies for a second. It's pretty rare to find something that gives you a great physical workout, a channel for creative expression, and a lively social mixer all at the exact same time, right? It's not just a sweat session, it's not just an art form, and it's not just a party. It is the unique, simultaneous blend of all three. That right there is the absolute foundation of the city's sustainable waltzing revival. That's the secret sauce, keeping people coming back week after week. Now, you might be wondering, what are people actually dancing to out there? While instructors are, of course, prioritizing safety, technique, and musicality, studios are reporting massive, surging interest in a few very specific signature dances. We're talking the elegant classic waltz, the dramatic tango, and the incredibly smooth foxtrot. They are in super high demand. But alongside those traditional favorites, there's also a sharp rise in contemporary ballroom styles. This dynamic mix of the old and the new is exactly what's resonating so deeply with all the different ages and backgrounds hitting the fore right now. But, beyond the steps and the music, there's a much deeper cultural layer going on here. Community voices are constantly emphasizing ballroom's rich historical roots right there in Chicago's neighborhoods. But even more importantly, they are highlighting its unique power to bridge generational divides. In a world that often silos us by age, separating us into neat little demographic boxes, the ballroom floor is proving to be this powerful, equalizing space where everyone is just a dancer. And the community is actually taking that social power a step further. We're seeing this really inspiring trend where exciting dance performances are being paired directly with fundraisers for local causes. Several events are actively using the immense draw of ballroom to raise money for the community. So this isn't just about a fun Friday night out anymore. It's about actively giving back to the very neighborhoods that keep these studios alive. It completely reinforces the sport's powerful social role. So the crucial point is, what if you want to be a part of this? Well, if you're a total newcomer stepping into a River North or Lincoln Park studio for the very first time, the community has your back with plenty of practical guidance. Step 1, they provide solid advice on what to wear so you're comfortable and safe on your feet. Step 2, they'll help you find a compatible partner. And hey, don't worry, many social dances don't even require you to bring your own, so you can totally leave the awkward speed dating at the door. And finally, step 3, they offer actionable tips for navigating those beginner classes without feeling totally overwhelmed. To make taking that first step even easier, local blogs and social pages are stepping up to offer these essential digital tools. They want to help you feel completely prepared before you even leave your house. You'll find comprehensive starter guides, highly useful etiquette tips so you know all the unspoken rules of the floor, and fully up-to-date calendars of upcoming events. The digital community is essentially rolling out the red carpet, so you can dive right in and feel comfortable on the physical dance floor. Which brings us to the end of our explainer today. With all this pent-up demand meeting highly accessible programming, Chicago's dance floors are wide open and calling your name. So I have to ask, which dance are you going to learn first? It leaves us with a fascinating thought, really. In an era completely defined by digital isolation, is stepping onto a dance floor and moving in sync with a total stranger actually the most radical thing we can do to reconnect? Thank you so much for joining me to explore this vibrant cultural comeback. Get out there, hit the dance floor, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next explainer.